Hi everyone and welcome back to your weekly comic news in under 5 minutes. I'm your host Gaz, coming to you from the Comic Cave. What a show we have for you this week. It's going to be tough to keep it within the time frame, but let's try. A story that broke last week, I wanted to wait before I spoke about it, was the arrest of Jonathan Majors for the assault of his girlfriend. There are still new bits and pieces of information coming out about the story, like he was the one who phoned 911, worried about her mental health, and now he's released her text messages to the public. But either way, this could seriously impact plans for the MCU. Majors, who plays Kang, was set to be the big bad for the next 5 to 6 years in multiple projects. And he might get cancelled. They could decide to roll with it like DC did with Ezra Miller and distance themselves from the controversy, recast Kang, and play it off as one of his variants from the multiverse. Jonathan Majors has already lost his campaign, the US Army ad campaign, and it's been cancelled over this. Another Disney executive has been fired, and this time it was Ike Perlmutter. He headed up the Marvel Entertainment division. Ike used to own Toy Biz, but when they merged in 1998, he got moved into the Disney Star complement. He's made quite a few controversial decisions, including trying to get Kevin Feige fired and contributing $1 million to Donald Trump's campaign. But the decision to let him go was essentially part of a cost-cutting exercise. Disney will be laying off 7,000 jobs, and lots of these roles are duplicate function roles, because when Disney absorbs companies, they don't necessarily get rid of staff. So I guess it had to happen sometime. Dan Buckley will head up the Marvel Comics division. But to put it into perspective, the Marvel Comics division only makes 40 to 60 million per year, whereas Disney as a whole makes around 83 billion a year. Or at least that's what they did in 2022. So it really is just a drop in the ocean. Now, I love piecing news and rumors together and speculating on what's going to happen in the MCU. This week, we learned that Liv Tyler is going to reprise her role as Betty Ross in Captain America: The New World Order. So I think we're going to be introduced to Harrison Ford in Thunderbolts as General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, and he will somehow end up becoming the president of the USA. We'll probably be introduced to his daughter, Betty, played by Liv Tyler. I found it weird for the president of the USA to turn into Red Hulk. It would just be too much of a deviation from the comic source material. But Betty Ross becoming Hulk makes more sense. I would grab copies of Hulk 15 and 16 from 2009 because that's the cameo and first appearance of the female Red Hulk. Another comic I would keep an eye out for is Thor issue 129 from 1966. It's the first appearance of Ares, and there's speculation that if Sentry's introduced in Thunderbolts, then Ares and Hercules won't be too far behind. On to my favorite character and his upcoming movie, Deadpool 3. It'll have many characters from the Loki series, including Miss Minutes, because I think Deadpool and Wolverine will be messing around with the TVA. I also heard that we'll be getting Dopinder and Blind L back again in the new movie. Oh yeah, and Matthew McFadden, who you might know him as Tom from Succession, he got an undisclosed role in the new movie too. Quickly, onto some DC news. Clayface is set to be a villain in the Batman Part 2 movie. Joker 2, featuring Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, will apparently have a big Arkham Asylum scene. Two-Face is rumored to be another villain in that movie. And we got our first real look at Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn. What do you think? Drop a comment below if you think that she can pull off the role after Margot Robbie's portrayal of the character. Well, that's it for me this week, guys. Thank you for joining and watching the show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about the show so we can grow the channel. Till next time, catch us on the side of the flipping. Okay, bye.